Mckinly, he's a dangerous man, for lack of a better word. Mckinly, Mac Daddy. He's dangerous to the unsuspecting woman. And I'm going to tell you why. That's why we're in my nope shirt. Because he's dangerous to the unsuspecting woman. Initially, I liked him initially. But after last week of me rewinding and listening to him and what he said, I said, no. He's dangerous. I want to thank you for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe. Hopefully you watched that video I did this morning on Neo Girl. The baby mama, aka the side chick, is speaking out. So be sure to check that video out to see what I said about that. Also, my Growing Generational Wealth Challenge. I'm thinking about changing the name because it's too long and it's not showing up the way I want it to show. So I might change the words. I'm going to be showing you what I am decluttering over there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it tonight, girl, because I'm going to have to sleep. You see these eyes? But be sure to check that channel out. I did do a video about 30 things I am not buying this year. 30 things. Can you imagine? I absolutely love you and adore you. Thank you for those of you who have signed up for the husband profile. Honey, the husband profile is on and popping. And no, ma'am. If you did not sign up for the husband profile, you cannot get the book that is 300 pages, girl. You should sign up for the husband profile. You gonna have to wait till the next time I decide to teach you. Maybe next year, January. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Teach the husband profile once a year on January. So boo-boo, get in line to sign up for next year. And of course, the price is gonna increase. I love y'all. Anyways, Mckinly is a dangerous man to the unsuspecting woman because in my book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet, Mckinly is Mr. Help a Brother Out. And Mr. Help a Brother Out is dangerous to women, to unsuspecting women, because women, we have this thing in us that we are supposed to be helpmate. God created us. But what we don't realize and understand is that you're supposed to be helpmate to your husband. We do not, well, let me not say we, because I knew I would have never, girl. Y'all, not my cousins that's been here for a minute, don't realize that it is not your job to help a little boy that is not your son or a male to become the man he needs to be. That was his mama, his daddy, his grandmama, his granddaddy, his auntie, uncle, his guardian's job. That is not your job, ma'am, to help a male to become a man. Did not God say I made them male and female? Did not the Apostle Paul says when I was a child, I acted as a child, but when I grew up, when I developed into a man, I put away childish things. And so last week, Mckinly was, I need you, to help me, to pull that out of me, to bring it out of me. And I'm like, no, that was your mama's job. Your mama was willing to pay you $50,000 not to get married. He said it on the after party. I didn't have time to catch a picture because, girl, if I went upstairs and laid on the bed, sat on the bed, that would have been it. You would have got no video. He said his mother offered him $50,000 the day before not to get married. Apparently, your mama and your daddy didn't do the job they were supposed to do to help you to become a man and to help you to get established in your own right. It is more than him having a job, ladies. It's him becoming a man and establishing himself as a man. It's him putting away childish things. It's him getting control of the dingling. Any male you see who don't have is been led around by the ding-a-ling, they're not a man. They're a male. They have not become. And that's not Mckinly, as we know from what he said. But he needs too much help to come out of his shell. He needs too much help to help him to open up. That is not Dominique's job. And yes, I know the spoiler. I will do the spoilers tomorrow. But we use Married at First Sight and all these other stories that we see on TV and read to get a lesson out of, to learn and apply to our lives so we do not become foolish women, ladies. And see, he's dangerous because you meet a man like Mr. Help a Brother Out and he need all this help. You're going to jump into helping him mode because you think you're supposed to be a helpmate to every man you meet. I'm going to write a book on being a helpmate. Boo-boo. It is not your job. This is why a lot of y'all is tired. A lot of women is tired because every man you meet, you want to sow into him. You want to help him. You want to put a seed in him. You want to help him to do his resume. You want to find him a job. You want to help put money in his pocket. You want to help him to clean up his credit. You want to help him to buy a house. You act like he's your son. And you know what's crazy to me? I'm convinced some women have a half of a brain. It have to be. So let's say you help him to do this. He couldn't go to school and get a job. He couldn't fill out a job to get a job. He can't take care of his teeth. He needs your help to take care of his teeth. That he look at every. He could help himself to get out of debt. He couldn't do it. He needs you to help you to do all of this stuff. But boo-boo, the same man who couldn't accomplish these things that a man, an adult, should be able to do for himself to become a man. You have to do it for him. Then you got to turn around and submit to him. Girl. Don't make no sense, child. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Huh? You got to help him to become a man. Then submit to him, girl. Then respect him. How you respect somebody like that? How you respect a man you had to build to become? How you respect a man who can't have control over his deed, but you're going to help him? You're going to make him commit to you. How you submit to a man who don't know he needs to go to the dentist and fix his teeth, and you with your desperate pick-me-sha dust bunny self is going to talk about teeth can be fixed, and it can. Why he ain't fixed it? Why he didn't fix his teeth, man? Why he didn't fix his credit? You don't see something wrong with that? This is why a husband is a choice. This is why the husband profile is important, because you need to figure out what it is you want. You need to figure out if you want a Mr. Build-A-Mail, Mr. Nurse or Purse. Shout out to one of the princesses who remind me of Nurse or Purse. You need to know if he's a Mr. Help a Brother Out, Mr. I'm Hungry, Mr. Visa, Mr. Hobo, Hobo sexual, Mr. Ego, Mr. Sex. You need to know, figure out what it is you want. Because when you figure out who it is and what you want, you're not going to have time to entertain. I didn't have time to entertain no man that need help. The only help I was willing to help is to help you to spend the money. That's it. Okay? You need me to help you get a job, work on your resume, write a paper, get your teeth fixed, clean your credit. I'm not the one. I needed a man who knew to go to the doctor, knew to get his dentist his teeth, Knew he needed to work on his finances to be able to buy my house. Knew he needed to be healthy. And I told you, ladies, in one of my other videos, and I think I wrote it in the husband profile that you didn't sign up for, that a man needs to have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, independent of you. He needs to have a relationship with his primary care doctor, independent of you. He needs to have a relationship with his dentist, independent of you. And he needs to have a relationship with his money, independent of you. If you have to help him to have a relationship with any of these four, I think there's a fifth one, baby, he ain't your husband, that's your son. But you know, a lot of y'all is weird. A lot of y'all is weird. A lot of y'all, not my cousins, okay? Cousins have been with me for a very long time. They know my content and they've renewed minds. Cousins are the ones that's taking the husband profile. And of course, my married cousins. Okay? Now, I'm not talking to my married cousins. I'm talking to the picnics and the dust bunny that's lurking in the corners in the dark, listening to my video. Be careful of Mr. Help a Brother Out. Any man that need all this help, Lexi going up the stairs with some popcorn. I told Lexi, I said, Lexi, you got to start cutting back, girl. You know you're going to be 30 next year. It's no snacking at night. But anyways, I have to go. Are you open to, I missed the Build a Mail and Mr. Help a Brother Out, Mr. Dust Bunny, a Dusty, Mr. Fix Me Up, girl. I don't understand how y'all do it. I don't understand, girl. How do you submit to a man that you need to fix up? How you spread your legs to a man that you need to tell him to go to the dentist? Girl, don't you think that's crazy? Anyways, I got to go. My baby has tutoring, homework. I excel because he got his exams, and then we got read. So I got to go, girl. But let me know. I'll be in the comments. Let me know what you think. I love you. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Share this out if you can. Mwah. Bye.